Welcome back to the Businessman Living podcast. This week, the fellas discuss the recent Michael Jackson fraud, their version of the Three Little Pigs, and does anything even matter? Take it away, businessman number one.
Pleasure to be here. I am businessman number one.
Businessman number two.
And I am businessman number three. Thank you for coming to this, the seventh episode of the Businessman Living podcast. Is this the seventh?
Yes, this is the seventh.
Wow. They said we wouldn't make it. Before we get started, I'd like to talk about something that I saw this week that really broke my heart. We got a hate comment.
It's
now,
true.
I'm not going to read what it says, but this hate comment was on a post about the podcast that we are doing right now, and it was full of hate and unneeded anger, and really, it was just the most terrible thing that I have ever read.
I have a response to it.
Yeah? Okay.
Don't listen to the podcast if you don't want to listen to the podcast.
Yeah, no one's making you. Simple as that.
For real.
Businessman number two, is there anything you want to say?
Yeah, there is. But I think I'll keep it to myself.
I respect that.
It's that crazy.
And ironically, that person will probably never hear this because they're not listening to our podcast. But if any of you out there want to ever criticize us, don't, because we're not going to give it any more attention. This is the last time we will be responding to hate comments. So we take only positive criticism here. Actually, no criticism at all. We only take positive comments.
We don't even take comments, actually. We'll ban you if you comment anything.
Yeah, don't comment. Don't comment if you can avoid it.
All right, we should
just don't speak.
So, guys, this week, what side hustles you guys been up to? Come on. My hustle this week has been so every time I'm just out and about, I'll go see if there's any buildings on fire. And I just go up to the fireman putting out the burning building, and I'll take the hose and I'll just start drinking from it.
Free water.
Wow.
Have you considered putting some of that water in bottles and selling it?
No, I have not, because it takes away from the whole purpose of taking the water away from the burning building.
I see.
So you want the building to burn, is what you're saying.
Exactly.
Why?
Well,
do you own it? Is there some insurance?
It's for the insurance money.
Damn, that's tough. That is tough. I would never do anything like that. I legally have to say that. However, I may or may have not done something like that. But legally, I have to tell you I have not.
Hear that, lawyers? He hasn't done anything. It wasn't him, officer. It wasn't him, Your Honor. My side hustle this week, and I think this is a good one, I take beer bottles and empty beer cans from the side of the street, and I take them to the beer store or your local, recycling plant, and I return them for 5 cents. And that's free money right there. That was garbage. Now it's money. One man's garbage is another man's money. Sometimes, if I see someone else picking up bottles and beer cans, I'll take their bag from them, and then I'll get more cans that way. Steal them from other people.
It's a pretty competitive market, the beer can market. There's like a whole intricate layers of government that goes on inside of it that normal people don't know about.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. There were surprisingly few businessmen in that market. It's mostly, homeless people. I thought there would be a lot more businessmen cashing in on this free money, but guess not.
It's intricate, a lot of layers.
It's definitely intricate.
A lot of layers to it.
For sure.
It's like it's very political.
For sure.
Oh show. Oh show.
What about you, businessman too? What's your side hustle this week?
Side hustle this week. Well, I basically what I do, I buy every single Spider-Man No Way Home ticket, and then I sell them for quadruple the price.
Wow.
However, turns out most people have seen it by now, and now I have bought out 2 Spider-Man No Way Home theaters, and no one is buying it for me. So, guys, if you're looking to see Spider-Man No Way Home, call me because I have 2 theaters completely rented out, and nobody wants to see it anymore because everybody's already seen it. So I jumped on that one a little late, but you know,
it's really, you got to pay attention to the supply and demand of the market.
yes, yeah. But I mean, you know, I can always just watch it by myself now. Don't have to worry about anybody being in the theater watching me. So maybe it's a win-win situation for me.
Yeah, when Toby and Andrew come back, you can boo them, and no one's gonna glare at you.
Hey, spoilers.
Whoa. Who's that?
Whoops. Did I spoil?
It's not spoilers though, it's just a lie. Because that didn't happen.
But if it did happen, I would boo it. And then everyone in the theater glared at me.
Businessman number 3, I don't appreciate you spoiling the movie. I'm trying to get people to watch this movie. I'm trying to get people to buy these tickets for me, man.
Listen, man. Everyone's seen it already. You should have known that.
No, there's still people. I know they're out there. Please.
It's been like a month and a half.
Please just buy the tickets. It's still good. They added more scenes, guys, but only to the 2 theaters that I own. Guys, you just have to trust me with this one.
You got that bonus cut?
Got that bonus cut.
Where Ned does more magic. Whoops! Spoiler.
Whoa.
Actually, it's Ned and Doctor Strange full passionate makeout scene.
No. Don't tell people. But maybe, guys, maybe that's true, or maybe it isn't. You're gonna have to buy it to watch.
I hear in the bonus cut, Zendaya eats a banana while making eye contact with the camera the entire time. An entire banana.
That's crazy.
I don't know why they would do that.
One thing that when I remember going to see Avengers Endgame a couple years ago, and the one thing that really confused me was the 45-minute uncut scene of Thanos eating spaghetti. That really was like,
yeah, it really took me out of it.
I was thinking about leaving like at 20 minutes through that scene, where it was like, you know what, maybe there's something at the end of here that I gotta see. But there wasn't. It was just 45 minutes.
Seen spaghetti.
Did it have? I can't remember. Was there meatballs on there?
I think it was
more like meat chunks, like little meat chunks in the sauce. Wasn't like a meatball, but they were pretty big. They were pretty big for being like, because you put meat in sauce, but he had like really big meats in the sauce. So I don't know if I like that.
That would explain why it took him so long to eat it.
Yeah, because I think
really big.
Either you go a little meat in the sauce or you go meatballs. He kind of went in the middle.
Is Thanos goated with the sauce though?
Is he?
Why doesn't anyone make mini meatballs? They should do that. Mini meatballs. I think that one-bite meatballs with the spaghetti. All right, let's move on.
Bag. Okay,
let's move on. Close friend of the podcast.
Oh yeah,
Rudy Giuliani was on Masked Singer recently, and controversy ensued. Anyone want to talk about that a little?
Well, so one of my two of my enemies, Robin Thicke and Ken Jeong, when they saw our good friend Rudy take off his mask and reveal himself, they walked off the stage, which I think is completely unfair. Rudy sang beautifully, and you just treat him like this?
Yeah.
How's that?
What did he ever do?
Didn't it come out like 2 weeks ago that Robin Thicke like sexually harassed a bunch of ladies? Like, you're not perfect, Robin Thicke. You only made one good song, and it was only popular because of nudity.
I gotta search up this guy. I don't even know who we're talking about right now.
He sings Blurred Lines.
Sing it for me.
Remember that song?
Lines. I know
If
you
you
want
don't
it.
know, I don't know say. If you don't know, I should say. Baby, you can know.
Okay, stop that.
Yeah, that's him. Yeah, see what I'm talking about? You can't see it, but businessman number 3 is holding up a picture of Robin Thicke with a woman's foot in his mouth. Does this look like a respectable man to you?
Yes.
I'm businessman
No.
number 2. Businessman number 2.
Oh shit.
I said.
I noticed we messed that up a lot. We messed that up a lot. All right, and it's probably so confusing.
Because in my mind, I'm better than you. So I should be number 2. You should be number 3. And it just doesn't make sense. But whatever. It's not my problem. I'm not mad. I'm not mad or anything. Businessman number 3, 2, shit. Robin Thicke is a pervert. Let's move on.
Maybe you're Robin Thicke, man.
Big friend, Rudy called me last night actually he cried on the phone.
Wow.
He called me, was like, businessman won. They walked out of the stage when I revealed my face, and that didn't make him feel good. And this is me calling out Robin Thicke and Ken Jeong to come on the podcast and apologize.
They won't do it because they're too scared. They're too scared of what we would do to them.
Everyone contact Ken Jeong and Robin Thicke, and you tell them to come on here and apologize to Rudy.
Get them on. Spam their emails. Spam their social media. Spam the DMs. This is an important message.
Such disrespect. It shouldn't be allowed on television.
I mean, what did he do to them?
Yeah, for real though.
Right? First, Borat tried to spread false propaganda about him. And now Ken Jeong is walking off stage. It's been a tough year for poor Rudy.
His
Really
hair
has
dye incident.
Oh, yeah. That was tough for all of us. That really took an emotional toll.
Speaking of controversies, though,
It seemed like that, though. It just seemed like that.
Another big one that came out recently was Michael Jackson.
Oh, don't even get me started.
Could be responsible for creating fraudulent votes in the 2020 election.
Never saw him like that. I didn't know he would do something like that, but I don't know. You never really know anybody.
I don't know the exact details, but from what I heard, what Michael Jackson did is he snuck into the voting ballot, the voting area where they count the votes, and he used his celebrity. He was like, "Hey guys, it's me, Michael Jackson."
They're like, "Oh, yeah, come on."
And then he put a box of fake votes for Donald Trump into the voting ballot.
Mm.
And that's just not cool, man.
Come on, Michael. We thought you were better than this.
I guess, what did we learn from that? What did we learn?
Never meet your heroes.
Never meet your heroes.
I was just talking to Michael like 2 weeks ago before this came out. And he was saying to me, one thing that I would never do is create fake votes. And then this happened.
Now he's a liar as well. He's a liar too.
Yeah. So, I don't know.
Now who knows what's true? Maybe Billie Jean is his lover.
Who knows? I think we can all agree on something. I think he's bad.
He's bad.
He's bad.
I'll tell you right now. He's bad.
Maybe he should just beat it then.
We know it, though. We know it.
You know what? It does not matter if Michael Jackson is black or white, okay? Either way, he's bad.
Amen.
And he should beat it.
He should beat it and get out of our lives.
That's enough.
Well,
That's enough.
Right now, Michael Jackson's looking like a smooth criminal to me.
That's enough.
okay.
That's enough.
Sorry.
Let's
I'm
stop
Annie, are you
that.
okay? Hey, Annie, are you okay?
That's enough, though.
That's
Are you
not
okay?
Annie. That's businessman number one.
Are you okay,
Silly.
Annie?
No. Okay. Let's talk about.
I think, listen, wait, I'm sorry.
I have a
Before we
story
move
to.
on,
Okay.
before we move on, I think that Michael Jackson needs to take a look at the man in the mirror,
Shut
and
up.
he needs to make
Enough.
the change.
Well, I can tell you one thing. They don't care about us. They don't care about our feelings.
It's enough right now.
All I want to say is that they don't really care about us. That's all
Michael
I want to
Jackson,
say.
I'm sorry. We've been friends for a long time, but now I can't rock with you.
Remember the
I have a-
time though?
I have
when,
a story to tell. I have
remember
a
the
story.
time? Wait, remember the time Michael Jackson Thriller.
He did this.
He was a thriller. It was a thriller of a time.
Michael Jackson, right now, the way you make me feel is disappointed.
Stop it.
Uh,
I want to
guess
tell my story.
Michael
Once-
Jackson, I know you're always saying that you don't stop until you get enough, but I've had enough.
Stop.
Okay. I think you need to stop.
I
You know
need
what?
to stop.
At the end of the day, blood is on the dance floor, and I think we can all agree on that.
You guys are you're turning our listeners away right now.
I want you to leave
Alright.
me alone. 2012 remaster.
Okay. That's enough.
Do you want to be starting something? Do you want to be starting something?
You want to be starting?
You gotta be starting
You
something.
gotta stop now.
Okay.
Okay. Let's
One,
talk
two,
about
three.
it. I have
Okay,
a,
1, 2, 3, go. It's easy as ABC. Come on.
my story.
Start.
My story. Okay. So I heard about this story. It was on CNN. Basically, there were 3 businessmen, not us. There were another 3 businessmen, not us. And they were each given a ton of money. So one of these businessmen, he put his money in the bank. The other one put his money in a safe. And the other one put his money in a overseas Swiss bank account.
Gotta love it.
And then all these businessmen, they live separate. They live in separate places. One day, the big bad IRS came to each of their houses, came to the first house, the man who put his money in a safe and said, I am going to seize all your assets. And
Pretty easy, probably.
IRS guy walked in, grabbed his safe, walked out, boom.
Where'd he get all the money from, though?
I just said though.
Listen.
Don't worry about it. So he grabbed the safe, walked out, boom, all his money's gone. That businessman is broke. He went to the second businessman's house, says, I'm gonna seize all your assets. Walks over to the bank, robs the bank, steals all his money. Boom. Second businessman's broke. Walks to the third businessman's house. I'm gonna seize all your assets. Oh, nice try. Third businessman said, my money's in Switzerland. And the IRS was all like, damn.
Ain't nothing
Okay.
you can do about it.
What can we learn now? What can we learn from that?
What can we learn from that, guys?
You know what we can though? We can learn that
Put your money in a Swiss bank account. IRS can't find it.
yeah, I guess we could learn that.
What else could we learn?
We could learn that if you want to be if you want to make a world a better place, take a look at yourself and make a change.
Stop.
I think what we can learn is that hard work pays off. The primary moral lesson learned from the three little businessmen is that hard work and dedication pays off. But the third businessman labored in construction of his house of bricks. Sorry, Switzerland. Compared to the other two pigs, the third pig's extra effort paid off in the end. He wasn't eaten by the big bad big IRS. He wasn't eaten by the IRS. So
Truly,
that's what we can learn. I got that off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure that's what we can learn from this story.
Wow.
It's true. True. One thing that one question that really prompts in my head is does anything really matter?
That is our big question this week. Does anything really matter? Well, if you had asked me a couple days ago, I would have said, yeah, stuff matters. But after hearing that one of my personal heroes like Michael Jackson could do something as terrible as fraudulent votes, I'm starting to think, no, nothing matters. Does anything matter? No.
No.
And Michael Jackson, let me tell you this right now. You're to blame. All right? You can't go blaming it on the boogie. All right? It's on you now. Okay?
It's on you. You're the bad. You are bad. Okay?
I think you're really off the wall, and you need to take a look at yourself.
There will be blood on the dance floor. There will be blood on the dance floor.
All right.
Michael Jackson, I thought that I can't stop loving you.
No, stop this. This enough.
What?
But it turns out I can't.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
I love Michael Jackson.
What are you saying though? Why are you saying enough? What are we doing to provoke you?
I love Michael Jackson.
Even after all he's done?
No matter what, I will love him.
That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. I think you need to go back to your ABCs. Your ABC.
Hey, businessman number 2, do you remember the time that businessman number 1 said something really stupid? Oh, right. It was a second ago.
Boom.
Come on now.
Businessman number 1, I used to think that you were a PYT. Pretty young
thing.
But right now, I just don't know anymore. I thought that love could never felt so good.
What?
Love never felt so good. But what you really are is a dirty Diana.
Here's my answer, though. Let me answer the question. Does anything really matter? And the answer is yes. There's one thing that does matter. That is money.
I almost forgot about money. You're right. Money matters.
Exactly.
And above all, I think that if there's anything that we can count on through thick and thin, through Robin thick and thin, that money matters. And, nothing will ever change that.
Nothing.
Purple Rain.
Nope, that's Prince, actually.
Purple Rain, guys. It's all Purple Rain. It's all you know.
Rain. All right, fellas, before we finish it out, we do actually have someone who wants to say a few words before we go.
Awesome.
No, he's not a caller. He's actually right here. And it's Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson, what do you got to say?
Oh. Hey, I'm Michael Jackson. Are you supposed to be hearing something?
Stop. Michael, get out of here. Michael, get out of here.
Guys, he's trying to express his feelings, okay? He's trying to apologize. The least you could do is hear him out.
Michael, get out of here. Michael. Yeah.
All right, guys, I'll go.
Get out, or we will.
That wasn't
we will
that
you.
wasn't even Michael.
He walked away crying.
That was Businessman 3.
We will rock you unless you get out.
That's Queen.
Ah, dang. What do you mean now? What do you mean it's Queen? We're not, what do you mean it's Queen? I'm just talking.
Oh, okay, sorry. I got confused for a
You've
second.
just been talking, you know?
All right, guys, before we go, take some callers. Anyone want to call us?
Callers on the call line, give us a
Wait,
ring.
Does anybody want to call us though, guys?
Any calls?
Does anybody
Come on.
want to call us?
Everybody listening, call the number.
Probably.
Anybody want to call us though?
Call number. Just call
Maybe
us.
maybe they don't care about us.
Shut up.